Hi guys, Chris, we're here back again with the final league push of the second season for York City. We have, I think it's 6 games remaining to play. We have these 5 in April and we have the one in May against Pompey. We're going to look to get through these as soon as we can without compromising the league form too much, as we have a very tough game coming up. In the league we are playing Swindon, who are also pushing for a promotion place. They're 6 points above Portsmouth, who are just outside the playoff places, but Portsmouth have a game in hand. And there you go, it's a battle between two of the pursuing clubs. Let's quickly get on and check the team ahead of this game, as we've moved up to a 3.5-star team now. I'm sure some top-end championship teams are 3.5-star, so we're doing very well for a League One club. Okay, who needs to be changed? Let's have a look. Baker, he's out for 6 weeks with a broken toe. He can be replaced by Sarmov. Other than that, everyone looks to be fully fit, so we're going to get on with this next game and get this done and dusted. Swindon, wow, they've been not been in the greatest of form. They could have been really pushing for promotion if they'd have had better form. And their bad form continues. Lucas Piazzon and Camilleri put us 2-0 up, but Adam Rooney gets a penalty for Swindon, and we take the match 2-1. I've been speaking with my agent, and he's helped me realise that my role at this club is not always offered, is not always being currently given to me. Okay, well, you've been injured and you've come back, so you're going to take time. But to be honest, I may sell you. I may look to get rid of you and look to getting someone else, a younger left back that can cover Blanchett, or I may go the other option and have Blanchett as my backup left back and have go for a more experienced left back, as Pina is happy. Thank God for that. He's going to be vital to the team over the next couple of seasons. I think he's going to progress nicely. But yeah, I may look to get a different, a new left back, someone with more higher rating. So like if I can get Robinson again, potentially on loan for another season, which is a lot higher rated, he's going to bring a lot more to the team. A game against Stevenage. Okay, let's get this game against Stevenage underway as soon as possible. Quickly, obviously, once again, check the squad, make sure everyone's looking okay for energy and morale. Everyone's bang on for energy. Form seems to be okay. Ho was moaning, but we'll bring him back in. And I think that's the only change that needs to be made. And we will look to get this game against Stevenage, 23rd place Stevenage, underway. Okay, we play our next 2 games against 2 teams in the lower part of the league, so we could ideally do with winning both of these. Stevenage has been in very mixed form recently, and we take the game 5-1. Wow. 2 for Soriano, 1 for Taylor, 1 for Silva, and Camacho on the score sheet as well. Fantastic news, but Lucas Piazzon was injured. Hope it's not serious. Okay, he's out for 3 days. That's not too bad. I think we can handle missing him for a game. Not too bad. That puts us up to 3rd in the table now, above Scunthorpe on goal difference, and they now have played the same number of games than us. Okay, yeah, so it looks like the top 2 are promoted. We're 12 points behind second with 4 games to go. It's mathematically possible, but I'm not saying we can do it. I honestly don't think we can't do it. I think we are safe in the playoffs, but I think that's about it for us. Okay, Lucas Piazzon needs to come out of the team. He can come straight out for Pina, who is in the reserves. I think that's the only change I'm going to make. Why change a winning team? Unless you have to, and unfortunately we had to. We'll get this game against Brentford, who haven't been in the greatest of form. Drawn 2 and lost 1 of their last 3. Okay, let's get this game done. And it's a 1-1 draw. Dallas scores the opening goal for Brentford, and Georgi Sarmov comes off the bench to salvage a point. And Neil Taylor's suffered a torn hamstring and will be out for 3 months. So that's him gone for the season then. The season will be done middle of May. Season will be done. So yes, that's him out until pre-season. Okay, let's sort the squad out. Just move Taylor out as soon as we can. Georgi Sarmov, I think, is the ideal replacement. Although I suppose I could try Hayams there, but I'll leave him for now. Okay, Lucas Piazon can come on to the bench for Taylor, and that'll do us. We'll quickly get the schedule moved on and get our next game underway. We're playing Leyton Orient, who have nothing to play for anymore. They can't get a playoff place, so they're just fighting for prize money. Hopefully we can roll them over and keep the good form going into the playoffs. Okay, well, Leyton Orient have been pushing of late. They beat Brentford 2-1, Rotherham 3-1, and Carlisle 2-0 in their last few games. They're in great form. They can't beat us though. A goal from Pina and Soriano give York a 2-1 win, but Pina is injured. Let's hope it's not a long injury. Quickly check the physio report. He's out for 6 weeks. Wow. Injuries at the wrong time. The 2 key players. So that means Pina is going to be out for the rest of the season as well, unless he can come back early. As we have a scouting report from Burnt. Okay, let's have a look, see who he does for us now. Okay. Yargo doesn't look a bad one. We'll quickly keep him scouted just to see how we get on. Okay, we'll move the schedule on and get our next game done and dusted as soon as we can. Okay, we also have a scouting report from Harrison Shelby. Has he found anyone? Wow, this Diego Castillo could potentially be a good. Unfortunately, we don't know whereabouts he can play. Too many areas. So we'll scout him for a couple more months and see how good he looks. Oh, no, didn't mean to do that. Went back 1 too many. Okay, let's get this game done and dusted as Barnsley have reached the 100-point mark. Wow. Okay, at least we know what's needed to win the League One. Okay, let's get this game done. Quickly make a couple of changes. In fact, I think there's only one, and that's Pina out for Camilleri. But we need to take Pina off the bench, and I like having some more defensive cover on the bench, I think. So we'll bring Milanov back onto the bench. Okay, that's everything I needed to do. Let's get this game done against Rotherham, who have Pringle suspended and Wilson injured. We need to keep our good run going, some good form up. And we do. We take a 2-0 win. Goals from Strumer and Payne, which is great news. Ho was injured though, ironically. Once again, after complaining about not getting a run of form, a run in the team, he's injured. And how long is he out for? Let's quickly check the report. Another one out for 6 weeks. So that's 3 players in the space of the last 3 games, all out for the season. Wow. As a player returns, Kelvin Baker's returned. Okay, that's great news. And we will get this final game of the season against Portsmouth underway as Barnsley secure N-Power League One title. Fantastic, Barnsley. So that's Barnsley and Bristol City promoted, and we currently lie third, 11 points behind Bristol City. Wow. Okay, nothing we can do. Try and keep the form going into the playoffs with this final game against Portsmouth. As we have a training injury, Achilles out for 3 weeks. Oh my god. We are just having the worst luck ever with injuries coming into the playoffs. There's definitely something wrong. FIFA does not want me to go up. Does not want me to have back-to-back promotions. Oh well. Luckily I've got enough coverage at centre back, so we'll get this game underway as soon as we can. Just quickly make a couple of changes. Achilles, we'll bring Milanov in for you. Ho, I think it's Robinson, definitely the one to come back in. Okay, anyone on the bench? Yep, Achilles needs to come off the bench. And it's going to have to be Blanchett. I don't really want Chambers on there, but well, look at that. 4 of my reserves injured. Could definitely do with having some more reserves, even if they're just youth players. So I think that's going to be my aim for next season, is to have some youth players in there. Okay, let's get this game against Portsmouth done, and we can see who we have to face in the playoffs. Okay, a 1-1 draw. Soriano sent off after 45 minutes for us, and Clifford sent off for Portsmouth. Wow, 2 players suspended. That's Victor Soriano and Struner, as we have been given an additional 17,000 by the board in prize money. So now I've had 2 players suspended and 3 players out long-term injury in the last month before the playoffs against Swindon. So there is definitely something wrong. I'd really love to know what has changed in this game to give me so many injuries and just make things so difficult for me in the playoffs. The season was fine, and I just don't know what's gone on. But we have 2 games coming up against Swindon in a week or so. But what I'll quickly do, we'll check the league table out and see how everyone ended up. Okay, so we got Bristol City top. I'm sure that said Barnsley were champions. Unless it was a Barnsley promoted and I got it wrong. Okay, we were third, Donny fourth. Let's have a look who was down the bottom. So Rotherham, Northampton, Stevenage and Bradford are all relegated. I'm sure Northampton and Bradford came up with us last year. Bradford won the title and Northampton came up via the playoffs. Oh, anyway, quickly check the scorers chart. Okay, not like last year, we had a couple of players up there. A bit more tricky in League One, but we had Soriano in there with 12 goals. Assists, did we have anyone? No, we have to go down. Anyone further down? Yep, Tony Vilhena with 6 assists. Which, if I did rotate my strikers a lot this year. Okay, do we have, how many clean sheets did we have? Okay, Fakito has 6 and Bassam has 4, so between them we've got 10 clean sheets. Okay, Vilhena with 10 yellow cards. Wow. I may have to try and sign you again on loan, but I'm not too sure. And red cards. How were we looking? Anyone in the table? No, I think we seem to be okay. Then most of them were red cards, yellow cards that turned into red cards. Quickly check the stats for our team, see how we got on, who was scoring the goals. Okay, we know Soriano will be top with 12. Camilleri had 9, Lucas Piazzon had 9, Sal as well on 9, Pina with 8, Taylor with 6, Payne with 5, Vilhena 4, Strumer 4, Silver 3 and Blanchett with 2. It's not too bad. Let's have a look who was at assists. Okay, Vilhena, Tim Payne weighed in there with a few assists. That's not too bad. Okay guys, we'll call it a day there, and I'll catch you in the next episode with the playoffs. Thanks for watching. Cheers.